And then Bradley comes up to me, he's like, if we needed to, Nate, can we put you at goalie? And I was like, 100% you could. And even Phil backed me up too.
When is that discussed? Have you played goalie in training at all? Like, how does
when
that
I was
work
younger,
out?
you know, when I was younger, I played a little bit of goal here and there because I'm just an athlete, you know.
A natural athlete.
What's up, Union fans? Welcome back to the DOOP presented by Subaru, the Philadelphia Union's podcast that helps our fans get to know who their favorite players are on and off the field. I'm Sage Hurley. That's Mark Evans. And today we have homegrown defender Nathan Harriel in the podcast studio. We're all smiles today because the Philadelphia Union are 2025 Supporter Shield winners. How about that, guys? How are we feeling?
Good. It was fun lifting the shield at home. You know, the first time in 2020, there's maybe I think 500 people in the stadium.
Yeah, like 2,000, yeah.
Yeah, so there's not a lot. So this time for it to be at home with a full crowd, a lot of fun. Pre-game too, after the game was over with in the locker room on the field, family, friends. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my head around all that was that day. It was perfect in pretty much every way. The perfect weather, perfect atmosphere, perfect 1-0 clean sheet scoreline, and it was all at home. You got to lift the shield. What was that like for you to have everything fall into place in that moment?
No, it was a fun game, especially against New York City. You know, you got some friends on the other side too, so to be able to win that trophy in front of them was a lot of fun. But yeah, the weather was perfect. We kept a shutout, which we pride ourselves on. It wasn't the perfect game. New York had a lot of good moments, but at the same time, some guys made some big plays. So yeah, the game itself was really fun. And then lifting the shot at home, that doesn't come very often in your career. So it's kind of hopefully not a once in a lifetime opportunity, but it seemed like that. So yeah, it was something that you soaked in and you really enjoyed the moment.
From another perspective, Mark, you're an employee that's been working here since the very start. I know nights like that are kind of the reason to work in sports. It's really special. What was that like for you?
100%. Yeah, I mean, that's why we do it. That's why years of maybe frustration, it all comes out in a night like that, and to be able to do it with the supporters was fun. In my role, working pretty closely with the Sons of Ben, going over there and spraying them with some champagne because it is the supporter shield, right? So it's those guys that get to hang on to that shield for the next year. They had a ton of fun with it, so I think all of it was just a good time. Yeah, you don't get a lot. You're right, like once in a lifetime stuff, but hopefully only one that comes with many more this year.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we knew it was coming if the team won that game. Oh. Walk me through what that's like for you as a player, knowing what's at stake, but also I figure you want to treat it as a normal game.
Yeah, no, it's hard because you don't want to think too much. You know, you don't want to stress yourself out with what's at hand. Like any other game, you know, you have to block out distractions. Distraction this game was if we won the game, we'll won supporter shield no matter what other results were, you know, and we don't want to leave the result in other people's hands. We don't want Cincinnati to have to lose a game, or Vancouver, LA, all these other teams, you know. It feels a lot better when you're the one able to accomplish it with, hey, we won the game and now we win the shield. So to be able to win that game and lift the shield because of our result and not someone else's result, it was amazing. We've talked about it all week long in training too, about how just treat it like a normal game. You know, yes, there's a trophy in the line, but at the same time, just go out there. We've done this for 30-plus match days. You know, it's just another game at home against New York City. You know, we still stuck to our principles. Even for the team itself, we had goals that we wanted to meet, and we're getting closer and closer. So, yeah.
There's a lot of different ways a team can win the Supporter Shield. They don't always get to win it in their home stadium. Sometimes it's a mathematical thing that can happen late at night. Mm-hmm. You guys knew that you would have the chance Tuesday after results across the league. So there was a little bit of a build-up. Did that make the week in training a little extra intense, maybe a little extra exciting?
I think it made it more exciting because on Sunday, Cincinnati played Orlando, and some of the guys got together to watch that game. That game itself was a roller coaster, up and down. It was really stressful. And then on Tuesday night against Chicago and Miami, another one we watched together as a team because the result on Sunday went our way. And that game in Chicago with Miami was just another complete roller coaster game. You know, some of the staff, Joe Bendick, Jack Elliott, I was giving a little bit text, Chris Brady, Guti. Can you please help us out? But no, the training week it was fun, knowing that it was in our own hands. We controlled our own destiny, and that's all you can ask for with those type of stakes on the line.
And that's where it's interesting because it's different for you guys. You control it, right? Like you're on the field, you get to determine whether we win the Supporters Shield or not. I'm not going to say I'm superstitious, but I'm a little bit stitious. And so, like, planning that type of stuff all week of making sure, like, the presentation is all ready, like, even hearing about that stuff, I'm like, nope, you got to wait. I don't want But even in the locker room, they start putting up the tarps and stuff for the champagne, and it's like, wow. I mean, it was a close game. It could have changed literally in the 93rd minute when I caught that elbow. Yeah. And it's like, it makes me nervous, especially with 2002 hanging out there when we were so close. But it all worked out and it was fun. So.
Yeah. So when you get to that moment, the final whistle blows. The celebrations were nothing short of epic. Mm-hmm. Some players ran to their families immediately. Some guys stayed in the locker room all night, spraying each other with every assorted beverage in the world. Some people stayed on the field until the grounds crew told them to head home. But there is a moment before all of that where the team stands together on the field with the entire stadium at attention, watching you guys lift the shield with Ernst, with owners, with your coach. What was that moment like for you?
A surreal feeling. Like we said earlier, it's like a once-in-a-lifetime moment. You want to soak in the moment, You just want to appreciate all the hard work that we've done through the preseason, beginning of the year, middle of the year, end of the year, all the ups and downs. And to be able to lift that trophy at home with just everybody there, it was amazing. You hear you see the confetti in the back, the smoke in the back, everyone's screaming, and then again after the trophy raise, like the celebration with all the champagne. I'm pretty sure I had like a million spraying with like Coke bottles and like ginger ale bottles, but like it was just so much fun. I want to relive that. Like I was part of it in 2020, kind of with the supporter show group there. I was able to be on the field for that one, and then in 2022, when we won the East Conference Trophy, I know that was a lot of fun. So you just want to relive those moments again and again and again, and we have a chance to with the East Conference final, and then hopefully the MLS Cup final at home too.
So when you're in that moment, are you the kind of player that reflects on what it takes to get there, or are you just living in the moment and taking it all in?
A little bit of both. I think, after the game was over and the final whistle blew, I was kind of just thinking the entire season, just looking back at all the moments, all the gutsy wins we've had, the Charlotte win at home in the last minute, the Toronto win on the road last minute, all these scenarios that just went our way in games that were just so much fun. And then when it's time to live in the moment with the champagne, family, friends, just try to enjoy it, just soak it all in, because once the night's over with, it's on to the next thing. You gotta like it for a little bit, but not think about it too much, because there's still so much more to accomplish this season.
I know we captured a lot of it, and the digital team posted a ton on social media. You kind of got to relive those moments, but was there a specific moment in that night that is going to stick with you for a long time?
Yeah, I think, all of it. The locker room was really fun. Can't talk about that. Locker room was fun. Yeah, just being on the field with all family and friends, holding being able to hold Holden's jersey up too, because he's he was a young kid, and we were all just so close together with Holden and his family. Just having him be there with us too through that celebration was just so much fun and enjoyable. So yeah, all of it. I can't point out a single moment that was great.
And going off of that, holding that jersey, you can tell that this team cares about each other, cares about players' well-being, who you are on and off the field. It all started at the start of the season, continuing to build the culture in the locker room. This season started with a lot of unknowns, and there's so much happiness and great success to talk about right now in the club. But when you flash back to then, people didn't know how the season was going to turn out. What was it like for you, as a player who's been in and around this club for a while, to step into some sort of a fresh start?
Yeah, it was definitely different, with the previous years, just being kind of used to it and being around it, versus this is a brand new year, new players, everything about it. But the team adapted really well to it. With our predictions at the beginning of the year, no one's really ever a fan of our team. I don't know why. There's always a lot of hate for us, or just not a lot of respect for us, and we understand that, and we kind of like it in a way because we're not in the spotlight, which is a good thing. So I think having that chip on our shoulder to prove to everybody, like, hey, like last year's just a one-off. Like we're a real deal team. What happened last year won't happen again, and we proved that, and we just wanted to continue to prove it, continue to get our respect, and now that we have our respect, continue to show it now in the playoffs, showing that we weren't just a lucky team throughout the year. We're the real deal. Like we have a real chance of making a good deep playoff run.
And when did you realize that this team was something special? Was there a specific moment in the season? Because the success started early. You opened the season with 3 wins. You were injured, so you weren't part of the team on the field, but then you joined soon after that. But was there excitement from the beginning, or did it take a while to realize that this team was going to be able to accomplish something really great?
Yeah, I think in Dallas, right before the break in the midseason, we tied 0-0, and at that time we were in first place. We had the most points, and everybody was still really mad about it. We weren't happy that we tied away in Dallas after a long road trip. That just showed the team wanted more. And I remember Mitch coming in the locker room and saying "Why's everybody's heads down? We're the best team in MLS right now." But everyone's no, we have a high standard, and we felt in that game we didn't meet it, even though we tied on the road in Dallas in hot weather, which is a really hard thing to do with a rotated squad as well. So that just proves that in that moment just proved that we were a different mentality, and that we were the real deal.
Not to mention that was the final game in May, correct? After the 9-game unbeaten streak.
Yeah.
So there was still a lot to celebrate, but you were still
we still wanted to we were just mad that we didn't win that game. We were up a man for I think 80 minutes, and we still weren't able to find a goal. I mean, Dallas was good defensively that game, but still we wanted more because all we want to do is just win games. We're not happy with the tie away. We just want to win games, dominate, and execute.
Now the playoffs run through Philadelphia. What does that mean to you and your teammates?
It's special because the last time that we were in this position where we finished first in the East, we had to go away for MLS Cup, and that makes a big difference being home versus away in these games. It's great to know that the rest of this year can run through Philadelphia, and it will run through Philadelphia. So to have our home fan support and the city support as well too is going to be huge and extremely helpful.
And it's well deserved. This team not only finished the season with the best record in MLS, won the Supporter Shield, but you also broke some club records when you won the Supporter Shield at home. It secured the team's 20th win of the season. That's the most regular season wins this club had. You did it with 18 different goal scorers, one of the best defenses in all of MLS, only 33 goals allowed, 14 clean sheets on that night. Those were the stats. What does that have to say about your group and the continued success that you've been committed to all season long?
I think it shows that everyone's in it together. It's not just one special player. We don't have any big-time DP like Messi or a big-time superstar. We're a really cohesive unit, and I think that shows really good. Teams don't want to play against us because it's not very pretty. It's very physically demanding. And I mean, I've had friends after games come up to me and saying that game was not enjoyable at all just because of what we put through teams. But at the same time, that's a huge compliment because everyone's kind of scared of it at the same time. It's not appealing to the eye, but it doesn't matter. We get it done in any way that we need to.
Is that something that comes from conversations between you and your teammates, or more so a shared understanding on the field?
I think a little bit of both, and especially the way we train. We don't train like other teams. I'm pretty sure Milan came, Ben came, George came into our team halfway through the season, and they were in complete shock of how hard we get after each other in training. It's not happy times all the time. People are still frustrated in training when they lose games, but you need that type of mentality because that translates to the game on Saturday. So yeah, just throughout the year we've been paying the asses for it to each other, and it shows off on Saturday when it's fun and you're hitting somebody else.
Mark, you've been in and around this team for a really long time. What has stood out to you from your perspective about what makes this group different?
I think it's, I mean, kind of what Nate has just hit on, right? It's everybody has that kind of dog mentality, it seems like, and You're right, on paper, maybe it's not the most talented team in the league, right? And that's what the experts would say, but I think the play on the field would show that. Nate just mentioned it, but he is now probably the fourth or fifth guy that's come in here and said the training is just an absolute battle every day. You guys get into fights at training, and it's like on the field, get into it, and then after the game, you guys are brothers in the locker room, and it's like I don't think you see that a ton, right? And I think that goes into the mentality kind of that Nate's talking about.
Now let's talk about what this year has been like for you personally. It's been a really big one. You've played pretty much every single position in the back line. You even played a little bit of midfield at some points in the season. That Swiss Army knife type role is something you're used to, but to have a brand new staff come in and trust you to do that, what did that mean to you?
It's pretty special, you know. You don't get a new staff usually, then they say, okay, yeah, we'll throw you here, there, and there. So yeah, it's pretty special. I mean, I was even backup goalie for the one game.
Yeah,
I was kind of hoping to get in just to check it off the list. But no, it's a lot of fun being able to play multiple positions, and it just shows that I'm really versatile. So yeah, at the end of games, going to play 8 when they need me to for defensive center back, right back, left back. It doesn't matter. It's a lot of fun. Like playing games, just in general, just like another opportunity, no matter where I'm at.
When is that discussed? Have you played goalie in training at all? Like
when I was younger, you know, when I was younger, I played a little bit of goal here and there because I'm just an athlete, you know.
A natural athlete.
Yeah, in that game, we were about to go for warm-ups, and Phil came running back in the locker room, goalkeeper coach Phil, and I was like, we're like, what happened? And then Bradley comes up to me and he's like, if we needed to, Nate, can we put you at goalie? And I was like, 100% you could. And even Phil backed me up too. So yeah, like in that moment, like right before the game, they talked to me about it. But then like with the other positions in center back, like they've thrown me in there in training. Even at 8, like in some time in training, I just like kind of like float into that space. So yeah, like it's not like it's just like random.
Yeah.
It's like talked about a little bit throughout the week here and there. But at the end of the day, like it's a job, and a coach puts you in that position because they think you can do it. So like there's no excuse at the end of the day.
If not you, who else do you think could do it on the team?
Goalie?
Yeah.
I don't know. Ollie swore he can do it, but I don't know, man. Them knees ain't that good no more.
So it was you or nothing is what you think.
Yeah, I was more than confident to go in the game and go on goal.
I think one time during Union 2 last season, they might have mentioned that Frankie Westfield was the backup for Union 2, so he might have been giving you a run for your money.
Yeah, that would have been, if any of us would have gone in net, it would have been a real joy to watch, just to see, because it's a little bit different when you got live shots coming at you really fast.
Yeah.
I saw Bazo in net at training
him.
one day. It can't be him.
It's not Bazo. Maybe Danley. Danley goes in net sometimes at the end of training. He's not too bad.
There you go.
He's not too bad.
So I mentioned Frankie. He's one of the new young guys on the defense this year, as well as Uwetu Makanya. What has it been like for you to help those guys adjust to the MLS stage and then become one of the very best defenses in the entire league? A lot of fun. You know, it just shows that how anybody can get put into any game and there's no drop off whatsoever. So it's a lot of fun, you know, throughout the week, just messing with the guys. And, you know, we know that if one of us has to play in the game, there's no worry at all. And then, yeah, like Frankie and Makanya have been excellent. You know, Frankie's had it balled out at the U20 World Cup with them. Makanya, I don't know how he hasn't been called in any of the South Africa stuff, but even him in games, like big games, like in D.C., like I think Benteke had almost no touches that game. And it's a hard thing to do because of who he is, you know, his profile. So, yeah, it's been good to teach him a little bit. Same with Jacobs teaching them, Kai's teaching them, talking to games. Because it's not easy to just get thrown into a season like this, you know, with little to no experience whatsoever. It's hard, but they've exceeded expectations by miles. So it's a lot of fun. You're a bit of a vet nowadays. Don't say that.
No, you are. I was thinking that earlier.
Is that hard to wrap your head around? It has to be a little bit.
Yeah, I feel really old now in the locker room. So I think it's been like, 5 years? I've been up here for 7 years total, so knees hurt, elbows hurt. But no, it's fun though. I mean, like the locker room's still like, it's not like I'm an old head like Jacob and Ale.
Close though.
I don't say that. But no, it is cool being in the league for this long. I'm still so young with all these games. It's really enjoyable. So between your experience and your versatility and the success you've had on the Major League Soccer stage, you've earned some other experiences for yourself.
with the United States men's national team. You got called up for Gold Cup, and you earned your first senior team cap. That was a really big milestone for you. What was that like?
A lot of fun, getting called into Gold Cup. I was like one of the last editions. I found out after Dallas, and I flew home at 2:00 in the morning and left at, I think, in the afternoon. But it was a lot.
I don't want to interrupt you, but it was dead silent, and I was out in the hallway, and then you hear Nathan's on fire for 10 minutes. They announced it to Nate in the locker room right after that match. It was crazy.
It was really cool being called in like that, because all the guys at the camp texted me that I knew texted me when they saw in the group chat that I got added. So it was fun. And then also being at camp with Paxton, Jack, Mark McKenzie, Brendan, Matt Freeze, and then some guys from the Olympics, Walker, Tolkien. It was a lot of fun. Diego Luna. So just being with those guys. It was a long camp, but at the same time, it was so much fun.
What was it like to be able to spend time with them? And it was a long time being away from here, being away from home, but you were with some great friends.
Yeah.
Did you guys get closer during that time?
Yeah, we always keep in contact no matter what. So just being all together too is probably not the best for us, but it felt like we were all our first year back in the league all over again. So it was a lot of fun being able to reconnect with them for that long of a period of time. So definitely miss those guys, playing with them every single day, being with them in the locker room, stuff like that. You miss the locker room stuff more than you miss the on the field stuff. So just being able to be with them for that long of a time was good to be back.
As for the on the field stuff, though, what did being with the team, the United States men's national team, what did that do for your experience? What did that bring to your game?
You learn a lot how to adjust to different play styles, different environments. Some of the guys there like Tim Ream, Chris Richards, Tyler Adams, they've played in the Prem, they've played big games before. So just being able to learn from them, it was a lot of fun. Just sit back and watch. It was great. And then what you learn there, you can bring it here and try to teach someone else in a way, and share your experiences that you had with them at that camp. So overall it was a really enjoyable time, really fun. And whenever you get called in those camps, you have to be really appreciative, because you don't know when's going to be your last one.
You've represented the United States at many different levels throughout the youth system and for the Olympics as well. But when you went onto the field during that match for the Gold Cup, how special was that moment for you?
Yeah, because, every single kid dreams, I think, of, making their debut with, the senior team. The Olympics was cool because it's the Olympics, and that was, my biggest thing, because that's, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But yet again, playing for, your senior national team, even if it was a friendly, it was still so much fun, the joy I had. Because I think me and Quinn came on at the same exact time, and Jack and Diego, who we're friends with, came off at the same time, too. So, it was just, a super cool moment just to soak it in. Even though, we lost, but still, it was really cool to be able to achieve that milestone.
So you went straight from the 9-game unbeaten May to this camp. That has to be pretty physically and mentally taxing for you.
Yeah, but yeah. But you've done it for so long that you kind of get used to it. Your body gets used to it. The staff there with the national team did a really good job with all of us measuring our load and how much we played in our previous game. So, but yeah, at the same time, I think you would sacrifice having days off to be in those camps, because those don't come very often when you do get called in, and you just have to appreciate the moment.
How does a training with the national team compare to a Philadelphia Union training, just in terms of what types of things you guys work on, how it's set up?
Something tells me it's not as intense as
it actually is a little bit. It is intense, not as intense as here,
different
kind of intense. But it is really good. It still is competitive. I think the only thing that maybe the biggest difference is there's not any crazy challenges, because nobody wants to get hurt at that stage, right, versus here. But still, nobody wants to get hurt here. But yeah, it is super cool to see the differences between a training session with Pochettino and his staff versus a training session here with Bradley and the staff here. So it is cool to see both of them, experience both of them. We do some of the same stuff here that we do at that camp with small spaces and change of direction, which is enjoyable because you're used to it, and some guys aren't used to it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
What do you think your biggest takeaway from that experience was?
The biggest takeaway was probably just at that level, there's like everybody does the small things like perfectly every single time. Like, there's no mistakes and anything those guys do, especially like when you play against like top competition. It's really fun to watch and witness and be a part of.
So amidst all of this, between national team call-ups and the Philadelphia Union, you still had a little bit of time for hobbies, specifically Pokemon.
I saw this written down here. I was no way.
It's actually an investment if you think about it, the way you do it.
Well, sure.
He calls it an investment.
No, it is.
It seems like a little bit of an addiction.
No, it's not. It's not an addiction. If it's an addiction, I would like to blame one person only, and his name's Indiana.
He's a big Pokemon guy.
Decent. But it's an investment, though. Yeah, think about it.
I'm just surprised. Listen, my brief interactions with you, you're a sports guy.
Yeah.
Why not go the sports card route?
My friend did the sports card route at home, Cody Carlin, one of my best friends from home. He did the sports route in 2020, and he enjoyed it.
Right.
But this one's a little bit different. I want to go in a different direction. I want to copy Cody.
Oh.
I'd rather go in my own thing.
Yeah, because nobody else is doing the Pokemon.
Because no one else is doing it. So, no, it's pretty cool. It's fun. Even Ollie's in on it, too. Don't let Ollie fool you.
Get out. Well, he's got young kids.
Yeah, he's young kids and Ollie, too, though. But it's cool. It's an investment type thing.
Yeah.
You have to be smart with it.
Tell the people how this even came to be.
Indiana is the cause for it all.
He just like,
said,
you got to get in on this.
Yeah. He told me and Rafa, and we were like, all right, we'll try it out. And it was going pretty good, and it continued to go good. So we just stuck with it. You just got to be smart with it, though, at the same time.
And it's still going good.
It's still going good. You just got to be smart with it. It is fun, too. Some of the artwork is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't let the guys fool you. Some of the guys in the locker room are like, asking us questions about it, too, because I know they want to get involved in it.
So they buy a box.
Yeah, and then they
you can buy a box. You can keep the box sealed because the box sometimes goes up in value because the print's down.
Yeah. It's really no different than sports cards.
No, it's the same thing.
Right.
Just with the Pokemon cards. Like, PSA?
Yeah.
So with the sports cards, it's like a better material.
Right.
With Pokemon cards, it's like more not fragile, but like the cardboard's not as like stiff. So like you have to be like super careful with it. So just like it's just a fun little game to play.
So do you guys all sit in a circle and?
No, we have a
and open the boxes together and show each other.
I feel like we should get this on video.
We did this one time and it didn't end up very well.
You opened one together and it just.
Each of us bought our own box, me, Rafa, Andy, and we didn't get anything. Mm. So we have a group chat, and before someone buys something, you have to let the group chat know, and then you have to show what you got. So yeah, it's a good little community that we have, but it is fun. But yeah, you can keep the box sealed, you can open the box, you can buy the card itself. So yeah,
that ruins kind of some of the fun though.
That does ruin the fun.
Opening the pack is way cooler.
But buying the card itself is the smarter play.
So that's the financial investment side.
That's the smarter play. Mm. Unless you want to be a degenerate, then you can open the box, and that's fun. Because you never know what you're going to get.
What is the best card that you've pulled?
I pulled Team Rocket's Mewtwo, SIR, and it was sick. It's like the chase card from Destined Rivals ETB. I was so happy when it happened. I FaceTimed Andy. Andy was like, oh my God.
Sage, I assume you know exactly what he's talking about, right?
Absolutely.
I have a picture.
Just throw out a bunch of letters.
I have a picture of it I can pull. I can send it to you guys.
What are we talking? Why is it the best pull that you've had?
It costs a good amount of money.
Like what?
The card itself raw is right now like $550.
Okay.
And a PSA 10 of that card is $2,000. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Are you gonna get it graded?
I'm kind of scared too because I don't want it to get a 9. Like I feel confident that it could get a 10, but I am scared. So we'll see what the market does with it. Right now, next year's the 30th year anniversary as well, and they're doing an Adidas Pokemon collab next year too. Just want to let you guys know that.
Wow,
he's on it.
This Adidas athlete is excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
That's incredible.
Who's been the luckiest card puller out of all of you guys?
Me.
Really?
Yeah. Like Andy and Rafa get so jealous. It's me.
Where do you go?
There's this place in Fishtown. It's called Philly TCG. And there's this place in Collingswood called Card Capital in Jersey. So we go there. It's pretty good price. It's not too bad. And then on road trips, wherever, like when we're in that city, whatever it is,
You'll go find one.
We'll go find one, yeah.
Wow. So you guys are addicted. Sage was.
We're not addicted.
They were fully late to a video shoot with us because of this.
just because they were ripping backs?
Well, the guy was on break, and he's like, give me 30 minutes. And I'm like, okay, Sage, give us 30 minutes. We're running some errands real quick.
Errands. And then they all come walk in with the big, giant box of Pokemon.
It's fun.
Of something.
Yeah.
This seems like a nice hobby.
It is.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, and then my parents were like, hey, we have Pokemon cards at the house. I was like,
From your childhood?
yeah, I guess so. And
Wow.
those cards, but like that only matters if you keep it in good condition, though.
Yeah, because nobody thinks about it back when
Yeah,
you were
like
a kid.
I'm trying to think now, like what's going on right now that would be valuable in the future. I can't think of one thing.
Yeah, I mean, hard to say.
Yeah,
Do you have a favorite Pokemon in general?
I would just say probably Mewtwo, just because like it's such a it's a lab grown Pokemon. It's so powerful, and it's the best card I've pulled. Why are you laughing, Kelsey?
I can't. It's such a strange thing to me.
No,
But
you'd
again,
be surprised. Like, there's a lot of professional athletes that are like,
Oh, I'm sure.
it's kind of crazy. I've seen like on Instagram Reels, like all these like athletes. It's
Would
pretty
you ever
sick.
do that? Like, film yourself?
No, I can't do
Opening?
that. No, I can't do that. That takes too much work. I'm pretty sure. Is it Strom? Long hair in the Phillies.
Yeah.
He talked about like investing in Pokemon cards, like with sports cards, because with sports cards, someone can get hurt. The value of that card goes down. Is Charizard ever gonna tear his ACL? No.
It's a great point.
It's a great
It's an
point.
awesome point. All right, let's move on. At Prestige Subaru, we have a lot in common with the roster of the Philadelphia Union. There's no I in team, there's no I in Subaru either. Leave it all on the pitch, leave your keys with us, and go enjoy our comfortable service waiting area. Subaru and local Subaru retailers, like Prestige Subaru, are proud to support the Philadelphia Union. This means we're supporting Union players on the pitch and Union fans on the road with regular maintenance, test drives, and finding that perfect vehicle. Visit Prestige Subaru today. Learn more at prestigesubarunj.com. All right, we're going to get to questions from the fans shortly, but our last part of this part of the podcast, it is the end of the regular season, so we figured we would do some regular season superlatives about your teammates.
Okay.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Best goal celebrator.
Indy post DC. That was the funniest goal celebration I've ever seen. That was pretty good. Like, no one really did anything crazy. I think the only one that was truly like had like a dance prepared was Indy.
Which my daughters loved. We were down there, right? We brought a bunch of people down, so I saw him the next morning, and my daughter's name is Savannah. So since he's from Savannah,
yeah.
Georgia, Indy's is her favorite player,
Yeah.
and she comes up to me, she goes, Daddy, Indy scored, and he did this like funny dance, and she started doing it. I was like, yeah, it was
I
great.
thought you were
It was
going to
like-
hit the dance.
No,
right
no,
then and there.
no,
I thought you were going to
it's-
hit the dance, too.
the dance
You
is
both
the way.
thought about it.
Thought about it.
All right, who is the most likely to pop champagne in your face after a trophy win?
Jovan.
Yeah, you seemed
Jovan.
into it.
Psycho. Yeah, Jovan. I'm pretty sure he actually did. Him or Bruno.
Yeah, adds up. I think everybody was fully drenched head to toe
Yeah, it was kind of disgusting.
within 20 minutes.
How does that turf room smell? Have you been back?
Apparently Union 2 went in there the next day and they said it was disgusting.
Oh, I can only imagine. Worth it, though.
Best bromance.
Best bromance?
And are we talking like on the whole team or just Nate specifically?
No, it's the whole
On
team.
the team.
I mean, you can go Cavan and Quinn because they're literally brothers.
That's such a cop-out. That's such a cop-out.
I think deep down, that's a really good one. Probably Ale and Jacob, two old heads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Classic duo.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Who is the most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse?
A zombie most likely to? That's a hard one. Probably Mika, because he would never put himself in that situation. He'd be smart enough to like avoid it at all costs, you know? Like even if they just like he would be nowhere near that stuff.
Right.
Just knowing Mika.
What about the least likely?
Makanya.
Why?
Makanya.
Perfect.
I guess that answers that.
Most likely to get the aux taken from them.
Bizo. Some stuff at 8 o'clock in the morning is way too loud. Like it's just like blasting like loud music. Still early in the morning.
Like you haven't had your breakfast yet.
No coffee.
Yeah.
No nothing. Yeah.
Who is most likely to start a fashion trend during walk-ins?
I mean, you see it. Pretty sure it's Calvin. Calvin comes in with the craziest outfits there are.
Yeah. Listen, I'm 41 years old. I can't wrap my head around some of those outfits.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even. I've never seen some of the stuff he's ever worn.
Yeah, it's
like,
wild.
I haven't seen it online anywhere, and then he'll just pop up some days. I'm like, all right, this is what we're doing.
He's a star. Most likely to become a meme in the post-win Instagram post.
I've seen a lot of the Frankie ones with like in the sweater with that's a dub one. I've seen Jovan run around like a lunatic in training, and I've seen some of those good memes on there. So yeah, probably Frankie or Jovan. Yeah.
Who would you consider the human megaphone on the team?
The human megaphone. Who's loud?
Who's the loudest?
Dude, who's the loudest one on the team? Again, Jovan. Like he comes in the morning screaming because he's just so happy. So yeah,
I feel like Indy's pretty loud too.
Oh, yeah, he's really bad.
Yeah.
Indy's really bad every morning, and between him and Jovan, it's pretty even.
Okay.
Most likely to forget something on the plane.
To forget something. Somebody did forget something this year on the plane. I'm pretty sure. That's a good one. I could be up there for it because like I wake up from my nap and I'm just like so dazed out. I was like, get off the plane, get off the
plane. Who would you consider the class clown?
The class clown?
Yeah.
Probably again Indy, just like the biggest character in the locker room. Just doesn't shut up.
Checks out.
So within the digital team, we started to craft some superlatives and end of season awards for us to share with you guys at training. Our fearless photographer and digital content producer, Kelsey, immediately said, Nate is the biggest rage baiter.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it too, if I'm going to be honest.
I love it.
I mean, I'm really good at it. It's a talent. You can ask a lot of people.
It is a talent. I agree.
But I just know what buttons to poke, you know?
And when.
Yeah. The biggest thing is when to do it.
Yep.
Because the person's going to be, like, not in the mood and, like...
They don't take it.
But when someone's happy, bro, and you start poking at certain stuff, that's when you know you got them.
Yeah, I agree.
It's really easy. I got Kelsey the other day. Really good.
That being said, who's the most likely to fall for your rage bait?
Kelsey, 100%. It's so easy.
Every time.
Every single time. My favorite one is like just like closing the laptop when she's up there. Like she's like typing, like close laptop, and she's like, "Can you stop doing that?" And I just, "Oh, yeah, my bad, I'm sorry," and she continues to do it. And it gets her every time.
Anyone on the team that you can get easily?
Get easily? I'm pretty good at stirring up the pot with anybody. It's like a little like conflict between two people. I'm like, there's no way he just said that to you. That's crazy. And then I'm pretty good at that with anybody. Today I actually got Milan and Bruno. Pretty good. That was fun. Bruno ended up actually getting mad at Milan, so I was just sat back and watched.
What was it about?
Nah.
Oh, we can't get into it.
It was pretty good, though.
All right. We'll be back with some questions from the fans after this. At Subaru of Cherry Hill, we have a lot in common with the roster of the Philadelphia Union. There's no I in team. There's no I in Subaru either. Leave it all on the pitch. Leave your keys with us and go enjoy our comfortable service waiting area. Subaru and local Subaru retailers, like Subaru of Cherry Hill, are proud to support the Philadelphia Union. This means we're supporting Union players on the pitch and Union fans on the road with regular maintenance, test drives, and finding that perfect vehicle. Visit Subaru of Cherry Hill today. Learn more at SubaruofCherryHill.com.
Subaru has teamed up with the Philadelphia Union and Greater Philadelphia area Subaru retailers to make a difference in our community and at Subaru Park. Together, we've helped hundreds of pets get adopted at the stadium. At Subaru Park, we've grown and donated thousands of servings of fresh organic produce to area food banks and helped give kids in our community access to the game they love. Together, Subaru and the Philadelphia Union are making a difference. Subaru, more than a car company.
At A&T Subaru, we have a lot in common with the roster of the Philadelphia Union. There's no I in team. There's no I in Subaru either. Leave it all on the pitch. Leave your keys with us and go enjoy our comfortable service waiting area. Subaru and local Subaru retailers, like A&T Subaru, are proud to support the Philadelphia Union. This means we're supporting Union players on the pitch and Union fans on the road with regular maintenance, test drives, and finding that perfect vehicle. Visit A&T Subaru today. Learn more at atsubaru.com. We're back and we have questions. I'll kick us off. Zach Oster, what's your go-to late night DoorDash in the city?
Oof. Try to stop with my cheat meals. Probably a McDonald's McChicken.
Really?
Spicy McChicken.
That's surprising to me. There's so many good food options in
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
but he said late night.
Yeah, fair. Most places
McChicken.
aren't open. Okay. Zachary _isn't_rich wants to know, what do you do to maintain a positive mental health amidst all the pressure during the season?
I think what I learned earlier, like when I my first year here, is as soon as I leave that building, as soon as I leave the annex door, soccer's done for the day. Like it's completely done. Like I'm not thinking about training. I'm not any the bad parts of training. I'm just done with it and going on with the next part of my day.
Do you watch soccer when you get home?
Occasionally, yeah. I'll turn it on, but then I end up taking my afternoon nap.
Right.
So yeah.
So Pokemon's a good distraction probably as well.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, great
distraction.
Colin _soup.
Oh gosh.
Is Baker a top 2 QB and not number 2?
Yeah, he ain't number 2. He's number 1.
Well,
don't you dare say it.
So here's the thing.
Baker, the best QB in the league right now, and he got no help on his team.
He's playing well.
Chris Godwin hurt. Abuku just got hurt. Mike Evans hurt.
Yeah.
Dude.
Bucky Irving's hurt. But here's the thing. Talking football, I was told to bring this up. You claim you're a Buccaneers guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big. I can even see on the hat you've got the Rays and the Buccaneers on it. Rumor has it there's number of photos of you in an Eagles jersey in
from
Eagles
that
green.
One day when we were here at the tailgate with the whole team.
Maybe.
Yeah. But
how do you feel about that?
That was a fake appearance that day.
But you were wearing an Eagles jersey.
It was performative.
What do you mean you had to?
Because we were down in the stadiums.
You could have just worn plain clothing.
Everyone wore it. I was like, I'll just go into it.
So you leaned into it.
Yeah, but no. I guarantee you right now, you might want to cut this out. If you put Jalen in Tampa's team right now, he can't do anything close to what Baker does.
Yeah. We have this debate in the office a lot.
He can't do anywhere close to what Baker does.
And
Jalen is not a top 5 QB.
Well, here's the thing. Baker is one of the only ones you can't make this argument against. The big thing that Jalen Hurts does is he wins, right? So
he has the best teams.
Not necessarily.
Ever.
He figures out a way to win.
Smith, Lane Johnson, Mulata, Cam Jurgens, Lander Dickerson, Saquon Barkley.
Good players.
Great players.
But you can't tell me that Baltimore doesn't have great players. And you can't tell me that Tampa doesn't have incredible offensive weapons.
But they don't have what Philadelphia has, though.
Yeah. But he figures out a way to win. Every time. And he balled out in the Super Bowl. So it's not, and I'm not an Eagles fan.
He didn't win against the Giants. No, but Baker's definitely top one. Right now, I think he's clear MVP. I don't know any other QB that could be close to him.
That goes right into the next question.
I was going to say
Mark Mello. Mark Mello, 18, the director of groundskeeping. I think that's his title.
Yeah, I don't know what his title is, but yeah.
That sounds about
right. Head of
right.
groundskeeping, yeah.
Baker for MVP.
Yeah, 100%. Right now, if the season ended today, 100%. I don't know any other player that would be close to him.
Well, I do. There's a guy flying up the charts. Drake May.
Drake May, I heard he's potentially the second coming.
He is.
I've heard a lot of good things.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Baker has him beat.
Yeah, maybe as of now.
As of right now, season ended today, I think Baker has him beat.
Long season.
I'd love to see if Baker can be able to carry on the rest of the season like this. I don't know. Division should be ours. Atlanta looks pretty good, but
should be fun. Frankie Westfield wants to know, why does your back always hurt?
Why does my back always hurt?
Frankie says because you're unk.
See, this is why I don't like being called old. I'm only 24 years old. I think the reason why my back hurts the most is because I take my naps on the couch, because who takes a nap on the bed, you know?
I totally agree.
Exactly.
It's not a nap if you're in the bed.
I think I need to get a new couch. For sure that might help. I've laid off on the golf a lot this year because we haven't really had a lot of time to golf, so maybe some of the golf might cause it. But
Maybe you need to get back into the golf.
Oh, I do want to. I really, really do. That was also a great way to relieve stress, but at the same time, it brought stress on because my game was just so poor.
I do feel like that was one of the things we talked about the last time you were on, was your golf.
Things haven't changed that much since last year.
Like, yeah, like I love the golf, but like I'll have like a great front nine, and then I'll have one blow up hole in the back nine, and it just all goes downhill.
Yeah, it's
and
the
you got
worst.
people chirping in your ear, and but then on 18, you'll hit one good approach shot. And then that's what brings you back.
And it's what brings you back. Yeah, like hitting like a 25-footer on the last one. Like, it's easy. Yeah. I'll do this next week.
All right, Nidog.
Nisdog.
Nisdog.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's how you pronounce his name. I thought it was Niley.
Nope,
Nisley. Sons of Ben member.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Head capo.
Head capo. What is your favorite chant to hear coming from the stands?
My favorite chant. To be honest, I kind of like blur out everything in the game. I kind of don't hear sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, like sometimes I'll hear at the end of the game a little bit, but like it kind of always like blurs out. Like my favorite is like, "Hey, you wake the up." That's like my favorite one. But like, no, I kind of always like just like it blurs out kind of in the game a little bit. I'm like.
That's good. You're focused.
Too focused on the game, I guess. I really can't hear anything.
Is that the same away as well?
Away's a little bit different because like it's just like there's some of the stadiums are like a little bit, they're bigger and like a little bit louder because of like the architecture.
Right.
So like you kind of feel it like a little bit like you can feel it a little bit more, but at the same time I'm so like really focused.
It's always the ones with the
like the cover
the
on
roof
top.
that cover
like,
just the
even though nobody
stands.
goes, like Red Bull's still really loud, Cincinnati's loud, Atlanta's loud. So yeah, like I kind of
Columbus
is loud. But for the most time, I kind of just like block it out a lot, which is nice.
Yeah. Dr. Chaos wants to know, you said you showed some speed in the last match. Who's the paciest on the squad?
Sneakily, Chris Donovan is so fast.
Really?
I have never seen someone move that fast. It's kind of scary.
Huh.
Like when he gets going, it's like I think on our numbers, he might be the highest this year total. Seriously.
But that's like once he gets going.
Yeah,
like a short sprint.
It don't take him long to get going, though. But Chris Donovan is maybe the fastest one on the team. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wouldn't have guessed.
Jonathan Gendelman. What's been your favorite goal you've scored for the Union?
My favorite goal I've scored for the Union was probably... my favorite was probably against... I have two. Against Red Bull and Leagues Cup in 2020... What year is it? 23? Because that was fun because the guys in Red Bull. And then against Columbus because I know Patrick Schulte very well. And scoring on him is always great. I did back-to-back years against him. It was sick.
I think one of my favorite Nate goals was when we were in Toronto this year when it was rainy.
That was fun.
To come
too,
from behind. You and Kai both scored within
that
a couple minutes of each other to get the win.
I had a bet with Coach Frank. If I couldn't score a header or set-piece goal in like 4 games, I'd have to own something. And I think it was like the third game. And he was like talking a lot to me like, hey, I don't know if you're going to do this one. And I did it, and that was a lot of fun.
That was awesome.
Tyler McGowan wants to know, who's your favorite travel teammate?
My favorite travel teammate? I've had a lot of roommates this year. I've been kind of tossed around a little bit.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Is it because people don't like sticking with you?
No, like I've been solo a few times.
Oh.
I've been tossed with a different roommate here and there. I've had Rick a little bit. I've had Frankie a little bit. I've had Indy once.
Isn't that a sign of unk status as well, though, when you get your own room?
Yeah, it's a nice status to have, though. That's
so then you're okay with being
point. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's not like one really bad one. Maybe Macano, maybe the worst one.
Man, he catches a lot of strays.
I mean, it's not. Hey, go back and look at the film in preseason who had the messiest room. There's one. But no, yeah. I mean, I had Milan once. Anybody is fine.
Anime with a bunch of numbers wants to know, how heavy is the supporter shield?
Pretty heavy, actually.
It is.
I was really shocked. I don't know how heavy it was. I thought it was kind of light, but no, it was. I don't know, probably like 20, not 20 pounds, but
probably.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. It is nice.
Well, and you got the
fake one from 2020.
The fake one back here. That throws you off as well because you think it's going to maybe be like that, and it's not. It's
yeah, no, it is heavy. It was heavy.
Now, I didn't know the full story behind that until the other day when one of the MLS national reporters posted the whole recap, flashing back to when it originally happened.
Was it in LA that night?
It was in. Might have been LA.
Yeah, I don't think they didn't think we were gonna win, so they shipped it to.
And just didn't get here.
And then didn't get here, yeah.
And then someone's sister's husband had a Captain America costume.
Yeah. Like a real one.
I had no idea that's what was under there.
And then they covered that sheet, or covered it with like the vinyl on top.
Yeah.
Pretty epic.
Yeah, so now it was fun. It was, again, lifting it again in 2025 at home with a real one and not an improvised one.
That's right. Which gets me to, from 302 Grill, what's been your favorite memory so far with the Union? Obviously, there's going to be better ones to come.
What was fun was, Support Shield was like, this year's Support Shield was fun. Eastern Conference Trophy was fun again against New York.
I feel like that one was even a little bit different, though, because of the year before with all the COVID stuff
I know,
that we had to deal with. So
weird.
then to get back
and
then to overcome NYCFC again, I feel like that had a little extra juice.
Yeah, that one was fun because we lost the year before that to NYC with the COVID game, and then we were able to beat them again. Whenever we play New York City, it's always a big game, I feel like.
Right.
The Raccoon game was funny.
Raccoon game was funny.
That was funny.
That you didn't zone out then is what you're telling me?
No, because that one I saw Eddie trying to catch a raccoon with his bare hands.
It's coming right at you.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of good moments, but probably one of the trophy liftings was probably the most enjoyable one.
Yeah.
So you said the Supporter Shield is pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I know you want to know how heavy that MLS Cup is.
Yeah, I do.
The playoffs run through Philadelphia, like we said earlier. Home field advantage. The fans are going to play a huge role in the next couple of weeks to come. To close this out, do you want to give a message to the fans about what's to come and how important they will be in this campaign?
Yeah, they've been important all year long. You know, the support, even though like in the game some people might zone out and not hear it, it's still definitely there. It's an intimidating place to be. So yeah, just continue to keep showing up, showing out, whether it's freezing cold, rainy, windy, no matter what it is. We're extremely thankful, extremely grateful for all of it. And yeah, we hope to bring home 2 more trophies this year.
And what are you most looking forward to in the playoffs?
Being back in the playoffs this year after having to watch it from home last year. So yeah, just being able to be back in that environment. You know, playoff games are a lot different from regular season games. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, a lot more on the line. Big moments, you can't shy away from them. So yeah.
2 more. I like it.
Let's go.
We'll close on that. Thanks so much for watching this episode of The DOOP presented by Subaru. We'll see you next time.